Hey my fellow horror fans, and welcome back to October Horror Fest. I revealed in yesterday's October Horror Fest that for the final 3 days of October Horror Fest that I would be covering the 3 remakes of my 3 favorite horror series. So today I will be reviewing the remake of Friday the 13th. I remember when I went to see Saw 5 in the theater, and that's when I first saw the trailer for the remake of Friday the 13th, and I knew the second I saw the trailer that the remake was going to be good, and I couldn't wait to see it. Friday the 13th's remake was released in theaters on February 13, 2009 on a $19 million budget, and not only made an excellent $91,400,000 at the box office, but it broke 3 box office records. The first was the highest midnight opening gross for a horror film with $1 million, though the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street would later beat this record by earning $1.6 million. The second was the highest opening day earnings in the Friday the 13th series with a solid $19 million. And I can testify to this. When I went to see the film opening night, it was sold out most of the day, and the 7:40 p.m. showing me and my girlfriend went to was super packed. And I remember there was no seats left, and I saw people were actually sitting on the stairs, but luckily for them no one saw them, and the film broke box office records, making $40 million opening weekend, which was the highest opening for any horror movie at the time. Alright guys, I'm going to start the movie in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, here's the New Line Cinema logo. And of course, here comes the Paramount logo, and this was interesting to see both logos, because you guys probably know Paramount still has certain rights to the Friday the 13th series, like the Friday the 13th name, so only way a remake could happen is if New Line and Paramount basically shaked hands and came to an agreement. Platinum Dooms. You know, okay, they did a decent job here on the remake, but it's terrible that they couldn't get a sequel made, and their latest attempt failed. And I gotta also blame Paramount. Like, Paramount had 5 years to work on another reboot, and they failed. All I can say is let's hope New Line Cinema has better results. Okay, here's a flashback to June 30th, 1980. Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, I do like this opening. Yeah, this counselor is definitely scared. Oh, there's Mrs. Voorhees. Oh yeah, you see Jason watching. Yeah, I don't think you see Jason too much in the theatrical version. I forget how much you actually see him in the theatrical version, I'm not sure. Yeah, the actress playing Mrs. Voorhees here is not bad. I mean, Betsy Palmer's the best, but this lady's pretty creepy. Lady, she was not watching your son. Oh, and Mrs. Voorhees just got decapitated. And while that poor counselor runs off, we see Jason actually coming out of the woods, and he's going to his dead mother. Jason grabs that locket. Yeah, that locket has a lot of importance in this film. Yeah, that's right. The remake of Friday the 13th is written by the same two guys that wrote Freddy vs. Jason. Though in some ways, I'd argue they might have done a little bit better job here. To an extent. Okay, here's present day. One thing I will say, this film does look really good. Like, it looks really nice. Like, it's really clean. Like, very high definition. Okay, here's the first group of kids. Yeah, like I said, this is probably the best part of the movie. Like, these kids remind me of like classic Friday the 13th characters. They're all really funny, and you like these kids. Like, the audiences apparently really liked this opening, and so did I. Like, the opening is really good. Yeah, Whitney's played by Amanda Rigetti, and she ends up being actually the star of this movie, but she's sidelined for so much of the movie, but I'll discuss that more later. It's too bad, too, because she's actually a really great actress. Yeah, that's right, these kids are looking for marijuana. Not good. Yeah, you won't live long enough to get that money. Some rich people relax, some don't. You should not have been going to those cabins, man. Writing's not perfect here, but like I said, these are actually likable characters. Like, they almost all relate to each other. You got a couple quiet ones, but all around, like, they're pretty funny. Like, in some ways, I almost wish the entire movie was centered around these characters. Yeah, creepy story around the fire. And you're like, you wonder, is this actually true? You're not sure, though granted us as the audience know it's true. And of course, now we know it's definitely true because somebody's watching. Yeah, there's like a lot of product placement in this movie. Oh god, who would want to drink piss? Unless I was trapped in a mine. Or out in the desert. But, pray that never happens. Oh, shh. Cannibalism. See, like, these characters are funny. These two are the more serious characters. Like I said, it's too bad this character, Wendy, she's gonna get sidelined for so much of the film, but like I said, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Oh, you horny boyfriend. Shh. Oh yeah, time for the striptease in a minute. He's like trying to listen to his freaking nerd friend at the same time his girlfriend's teasing him. Man, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you gotta get lost, buddy. Oh man. Oh boy. Even I couldn't keep a straight face at that. Yeah, Wade, you gotta get lost, man. Yeah, you gotta bounce. Oh boy. Man, Wade, you shouldn't be talking right now. You're making a little too much noise. Like I said, guys, this is like probably arguably the best part of the movie because these characters are actually really likable. Of course, he takes a leak. And then, of course, he finds the weed. Yeah, you think you're in greatness right now, but... Yeah, but you're gonna wish you didn't meet him. Yeah, one problem is, this first kill, it really is underwhelming. You don't see much of it. Sorry, guys. Like, I wish the first kill was more memorable. But, you know, there is some suspense here, I will say that. Like, I like the fact that there's some creepiness and some build-up. Like, I think it's ridiculous that they have not been able to make another Friday the 13th. I mean, this could have been made better. It's just... And, like, this is still, I'd argue, the best of the remakes. And, of course, they find this old house. It's like, huh... Yeah, but you're gonna wish you didn't go inside that house. Somebody does live there, and you don't want to meet him. Oh, bust the TV. Wonder if they made all these props. I'm not sure. Old bike. Some old chests. Yeah, some argue the film's too dark, but right here it's actually pretty good. It's not that dark. Some parts maybe could be a little bit brighter. But the film does look pretty good. Like, it's really clean. Like, it's well shot, like, in terms of, like, high definition. Oh yeah, he finds the locket. Which ironically will come in handy for Whitney. Actually, it does look like you. And you're gonna want to hang on to that. And then, of course, they make a revelation. Bunch of old toys. Then, of course, on the bed, they see Jason. Yeah, I don't blame you. I want to get out of there, too. Oh, here's the lovebirds going at it. It's not Wade. Really, you're gonna convince your girlfriend to let your best friend literally watch you do it? No, you're not good. I will say, this sex scene is not overdone, unlike the one later in the film, but I'll discuss that more later. It's not Wade, and you're not gonna have an easy time killing who it actually is. Good point. She won't give you any until you actually get him to stop. Too bad though, that's not Wade. Part of me wonders though, I wonder what Jason would have done if he actually had stayed in the tent. Would Jason try and kill them both? Yeah, I like the fact that there's definitely some tension here. There's definitely some build-up and a little bit of suspense. Wade's not gonna do that. Yeah, he did find the weed, but fortunately he found somebody else too. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like it sucks that the first kill and you don't see much. Oh, here's Jason. Yeah, like this kill coming up I like. I will say, I would have liked to seen some of the classic Friday the 13th music, but this is also pretty good. Some of the music they use here. Yeah, this is a good kill. The sleeping bag kill, but over a fire. And of course, Jason sets a bear trap. Ouch. Ah, God, imagine that dying like that. Ouch. Man, she's suffering. I mean, that's definitely one of the best kills in the movie. It's like, I'm not sure if it is the best, but... he's trying, but he's kind of stuck. Yep, she's done. You guys should have left. You don't want to see what's in there. It's no doll. It's a head. And it's a head you don't want to touch. Now you just made somebody who's already mad even more mad. Yeah, that'd be freaking creepy. Get to your feet, man. Ouch! Ouch! Damn. Oh, Jason's got him. Now it's tug of war, but unfortunately, Jason's gonna win. Oh boy. Yeah, he's finished. Jason's coming. Run, Whitney, run. You guys should have never gone near Camp Crystal Lake. And of course, Wendy comes back and finds pretty much everybody dead. Oh man, that was a bad way to go. And and he's stuck in a bear trap. Ouch. Yeah, a lot of the makeup effects here look really good. Uh-oh. He knows he's screwed. Yeah, this isn't a bad kill, but I would like to have seen a little more blood when Jason stabs the machete into his head. I admit, I thought Winnie was a goner right there. This was a great opening. I mean, granted, though, I wondered because you don't actually see Winnie's death, but that was a great opening to Friday the 13th. It just sucks that, like, in a way, I wish that group of kids would have been the entire film. Like, I'd almost argue the next group of kids we get here, they should have been the first group of kids. Because the first group of kids, they're way better. They're more funny. They're more likable. This group is, kind of, but not great. Like this guy, friggin' Trent. Oh yeah, this guy right here. He was also in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Yeah, it's like the writers, they hit it out of the park with the opening, but now they're having trouble. It's like, I don't know what happened. Yeah, this story right here is clearly taken from part 2 and part 4, because instead of the character like Rob looking for Jason to avenge his sister Sandra, who was killed in part 2, he's actually looking for Whitney. Like, you can tell that was taken right out of part 2 and like part 4 and put into this film, and I don't think this was... They shouldn't have had this as part of the story. I think it complicates the plot. Yeah, Trent is just an ass. That's the thing, this guy, I wish he wasn't in the frickin' movie. I think everybody agrees, he's just an ass. Like, okay, I'll give the actor one thing. He plays a good ass, like, he plays a jerk perfectly, but you don't need this character. It's like, lose him and the movie's better. So I like the fact that he puts a missing poster on their car. Welcome to Crystal Lake. Oh. Busted. Granted, not really for doing anything, but... I mean, like I said, I don't hate the plot of Clay looking for his sister Whitney, but it's just, it didn't need to be in the movie. It does take away from these main characters that just left. Too many people disappear, but Whitney disappeared for a reason. That's the one thing, like, what, did Jason dump the car? Like, he can't really drive. Yeah, I think this sheriff is, just a little too, he accepts the fact that nothing happened a little too easily. I mean, yes, they did investigate, but... I admit, that would be a red flag, the fact that his sister doesn't show up for the funeral. It's like, you can tell something happened. Actually, she is there, you just didn't look good enough. Some of this dialogue is funny, but it's not perfect. Like, these guys are not as well written as the first group of kids. I gotta say, though, this is a nice place. Friggin' bong. And see, now it cuts to Clay looking for his sister again. It's like, okay, this scene coming up here is kind of creepy, but it's just, you don't get, there's not enough time given to focus on the other kids. Like, especially if we're going to care about them, it's like, right now, the writing's already shaky. It's like, these scenes are taking away from getting to know these kids better. Like, Friday the 13th Part 4 had like 3 different storylines going on, but it was executed a lot better and it actually worked. Here, it just doesn't work as good. Like, I get it, they try to make a hybrid of the first 4 films, and it kind of works, but not fully. Friggin' dog. And here's our female Crazy Ralph. Yeah, this lady's also in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I admit, this is creepy. Even the dog knows who she's talking about. Somebody you don't want to meet. Okay, here it's not bad. Like, there's actually some funny stuff going on with these kids, but it's just not the greatest. I don't know, I might have recast some of these actors. I mean, it's funny, but I admit the chemistry between these actors is not as good as I'd like to see. And Trent needs to go. Really, he does not need to be in this movie. Yeah, it's like the film sets her up to be the female lead, and we think she is for the longest time. Yeah. Denied. Here's Clay now going to the farm. Okay, one thing I will say, we're gonna meet the hillbilly character in a minute. I admit, this is like this character you don't give a damn about. But one thing I gotta say is, I could have put up with this scene more if Jason would have actually tossed this hillbilly into the wood chipper. Like, why did they not do that? I mean, I think the audience was begging for that kill. I mean, I don't hate this character. It's just really didn't need to be in the movie. And I wonder who's been stealing the kerosene. Yeah, this is funny. It's like he's asking a random stranger, does he want to buy weed? It's like, this guy could just go to the cops and tell them what he said. Then why would you give him the keys to the friggin' boat? Of course, these two are going for a joyride. I find these two more entertaining. Like, I definitely would prefer, like, lose Trent, like, but keep these two. Oh yeah, he shows up there. Now that's a bad idea. Yeah, Clay, you got a point. Awkward. You know, I would have preferred Trent was removed from the movie and maybe Clay is actually playing him, but like a good guy like he is now. It's like, that would have made it better. She's going with him, you asshole. Of course, the blonde's already making her move on him. Oh yeah, her name's Bree, I think. Yeah, I think the whole movie I kept expecting these two to make a move on each other, but it never happens. Okay, now we're back at the Hillbilly. Like I said, guys, this could have been removed from the movie, and the movie would be better for it. The only way this would be acceptable is if, like I said, if Jason would have tossed him into the wood chipper, this would have been worth it. But, of course, Jason doesn't. I mean, they tease it, but nope. That's right, there is an alternate kill to his death, where Jason actually decapitates him when he's wearing the hockey mask. Part of me wonders if they should have kept that kill versus the one he actually does here. Smoking a joint, not a good idea. Frickin' porno magazine. Oh boy, you wish, buddy. Up, somebody's watching him. You don't want to know what that was. I will say, at least there is some build-up here. It's friggin' Santa Claus. Friggin' mannequin. Uh-oh. Look out behind you, man. Of course he screwed a mannequin. God. Ush. Oh man, you should have done that. I mean, it's a good kill, but I would have preferred him tossing him in the wood chipper. Yeah, another argument is the way Jason finds his mask right here. I mean, I'm not against the way he finds his mask, but at the same time, I admit, maybe they could have done this better. Granted, though, this is a good shot. And you see Jason looking at himself in the mirror. It's like, I like this. I would say these two are actually pretty funny. Just, I wish we would have had more time to like get to know these characters, but instead, because of the subplot here, it's taking away from them. Granted, though, I do like the interactions here between Clay and Jen, I think her name is. They have some good chemistry. Like I said, the film sets it up for her to be the main character, and she seems to be for a good chunk of the film. Yeah, smash GPS device. A little breadcrumb. Yeah, realize that she took her bra off. I don't know if I would have the guts to try and do water skiing. That'd be pretty crazy. Granted, I'm pretty sure that's a stunt double. Yeah, the chemistry between these guys is just not as good as it could be. Oh god. Yeah, I would never drink out of somebody's shoe. Oops, wipeout. This is a good kill, but not enough blood. And I gotta say though, nice shot from Jason. Oh, look out! Ouch! Man, that must have hurt. He can't help you. Guess Jason only had one arrow. Yeah, I remember I was listening to some commentary. The writers actually had an idea where this character would try and get back to shore, and Jason would basically keep showing up anywhere she would go, so she literally would just be stuck there the entire time, and eventually she would drown from exhaustion. That does actually sound like a good kill. Part of me wonders if that would have worked. Oh, and these two are going towards Crystal Lake. Luckily for them, Jason's busy right now. If any of you guys ever gone to camp, let me know down in the comments. I've only ever really been for like one day. But it was fun. Oh no, I have done a 3-day trip with my high school once. That was actually really fun. You're gonna wish you didn't go there. Yep, there's Jason on the dock. If I were you, I'd go under the water for about a minute. One thing I gotta say about this kill, it's a good kill, but I would have liked to have seen Jason stabbing through the dock a few times just to make it more terrifying. That would have made the kill better. Oh, nighttime. Like I said, guys, it's like, I don't hate the subplot of Clay looking for his sister. I mean, and these two have good chemistry. It's just, it takes away from the main group, so you really don't get to know them that much, and the chemistry's already shaky. It's just, this plot could have been taken out, and it would have made the film better. They could have refocused on the main group, and they could have had more fun with them, and it would have made it better. Like some of these old toys. I swear, when I have the space, I want to start collecting old toys again like I used to have when I was a kid. It's funny, you get older, like you miss the toys you had when you were a kid. It's like, I want those back. Ouch. Friggin' weird doll. Yeah. Somebody's coming, alright, and somebody you don't want to meet. Good old Jason. Uh-oh, Jason found the bag. He literally drops the body to take a look. Yeah, you better hold your breath. Yeah, I gotta say, like, a lot of people have problems with Jason being smarter in this film, and I honestly am not against it. I think it actually is decent. Like, this is a good Jason. And right here he gets pissed off. Yeah, they're lucky they moved when they did. Jason's like, oh well. Freddy just picks up the dead body and then grabs the bag. Creepy. I be long gone. Yeah, following him not a good idea. He'll bring you where you want to go, but following him not a good move. And they trip over Jason's little alarm system. Yeah, this is interesting, the fact that there's like mine tunnels under the camp. And, well, obviously the revelation right here is the fact that Whitney is still alive. It's like, this was interesting. This actually wasn't a bad idea, but like I said, it's just... like, maybe if a film had focused on this, it would have been better, but... but it's just, this unfortunately complicates this plot. Yeah, it sucks. Amanda Rigetti, who plays Whitney, she is such an excellent actress. It sucks that she's sidelined for so much of the film. And right here, she is really putting up a good emotional performance. Somebody's home. Yeah, Whitney, you may want to stay quiet. Gives her the bag, and he'll take his killings elsewhere. Yeah, this is creepy. Yeah, one thing I will say, I like this scene. I don't know why it wasn't in the theatrical version. The fact that you see Jason sharpening his machete, which he's about to do, it's like, this would have actually been pretty good. I'm not sure why they took it out. This is actually pretty fun. Like, gotta make it sharper. Of course, Jason has a flashback to his mother's death. Now Jason's having a freak out. Yeah, it did not take much to piss him off. Yeah, Whitney, you gotta be quiet. Yep, and because of that locket, that's why he hasn't killed you. Yeah, there's been a lot of debate among the fans. Some are wondering, does he think she's actually his mother, or does she remind him of his mother? And I'm not 100% sure anymore. Like, I thought he thought she was his mother. Like, a younger version of his mother, but I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe she just reminds him of his mother. I don't know. Like I said, I don't mind this subplot. It's just, this would have been better a film to focus just on this. The only drawback is, though, that means the body count would have to be pretty small because you only have a few people in the actual movie. Granted, though, that could still work. Whitney knows whose bag it is. Now she's wondering, is her brother dead or not? And these two are trying to get back to the cabin. Oh, they're lost. I gotta say, Wendy can think fast on her feet. It's like, oh, maybe I could use something in here to pick the lock. Like, where is Jason? Oh, Jason's on their trail. That's right, if I remember correctly, in the theatrical version, she doesn't actually escape. They cut that out. In some ways, though, I kind of prefer the fact that she actually escapes right here, even though, granted, later Jason's gonna catch her, but going ahead of myself a little. Oh god, though, she sees a friggin' body, it's like, ugh. Run, Whitney, run. Now we're finally back at the kids. Here's the slutty blonde, and you can tell the film's creators are definitely not trying to hide that. Yeah, I hate to say it, man, but you're probably right. Shh. Yeah, right here the writing's just kind of terrible. Oh yeah, she friggin' gets them good. Yeah, but he forgot to blow. Ouch. And then he breaks the chair. I mean, this scene is funny, but yeah, it's just these characters are just not that great. Oh, gosh. Okay, that line I went to be used. Yep, time to cheat on your girlfriend. Like I said, guys, the second group of kids, they're just not as likable. They're not as well rounded as the first group. It sucks. Like I said, if the entire subplot of Jason holding the character Whitney wasn't in the movie, and of course Clay looking for Whitney, we might have been able to get to know these characters better. They could have been better written. It's just, like I said, they were trying to go with a hybrid story, and it almost works, but not quite. That is a pretty big tool shed. Free wine. Oh, time for these two to go at it. Wow. Yeah, make her do all the work, huh? He got him getting stoned. What, can't use your imagination? Oh boy. He gets creeped out by a friggin' deer. Yep, interrupted. They ain't screwing with you. Time to hide the drugs. Yeah, I gotta say, like, yes, we've seen some long sex scenes before in the Friday the 13th films, but this one I think does drag on a bit too long, especially here in the killer cut. They actually edited out some of the scene for the theatrical version. I don't know why. Yeah, I remember the theaters were actually kind of laughing at it. Yeah, they're in there, but they don't want to be disturbed. God, I so wish this Trent character wasn't in the movie. Yeah, they're not listening. Yep, somebody's approaching. There's good old Jason. But he's like, not yet. I gotta take care of somebody else first. Ouch. Well, that's what you get for clowning around. Yeah, I tell you guys, it sucks that ball hockey is not an actual, like, a major sport, because it's really fun. I'm not actually bad at it. Smashes the light. Way to go. Now he's right, trying to cover up the glass. They won't see this. Look out, man, behind you. Ah, he's not your bro. Yeah, grabbing that screwdriver was a bad move. Jason probably was still gonna kill you, but now you just gave more reason to. Yeah, this isn't a great kill here, but at least there's some blood. I mean, it's not a bad kill, it's just could have been better. Well, Jason does make him suffer. He's dead. Okay, here's Whitney. She's moving pretty fast. Oh, now we're back to the sex scene again. Yeah, Whitney's almost at the house, but of course she picks the wrong window to go to. Yeah, this scene went on too long. Oh, sorry Whitney, Jason caught you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the longest sex scene in Friday the 13th history. Oh god. Oh, lights are out. She actually did not cheat on you, though granted, I'm surprised she didn't, because I will say, Clay is definitely a much nicer guy than you. Bad idea, man. I respect your courage, but bad move. Man, you don't want to go out to that shed. Man, you should have gone back to the house when you had a chance. He might be, but, you don't want to see him the way he is now. I will say the scene is at least somewhat creepy, like, there's some build-up. Yeah, you're wondering, is there gonna be a body in there, or not? You're not sure. Nope. Just food. Yep. I'll say, this guy puts up more of a fight. Yeah, you stabbed him once, but you should have stabbed him some more. I would grab that axe. It's like, man, what a mistake. Ouch! But nice one, Jason. Damn. That is debatable. Like, I think it's just Jason just took a little bit of time to actually walk over and finish him. Too late. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, that's a creepy shot of Jason on the roof. Going upstairs when he shouldn't. And yeah, he's going to get a weapon, and granted, that's not a bad move, but... Bree, you're gonna wish you didn't go upstairs. Open window, not good. You should have gone out of that room when you had the chance. Yeah, it's like, you weren't sure how Jason was gonna kill her. It's like, how's he gonna do it? It's like, wait for it. Impalement right on the wall. sorry, man, you're too late. Oh, here comes the cops. But unfortunately, Jason sees him too. Yeah, you're just wondering, how's Jason gonna kill him exactly? You're just wondering. Yeah, it is the police, but, you're gonna be a little too late to open that door. Oh, here goes the sheriff. Good kill. Man, stop wasting those bullets. Yes, he thought somebody was in there, and true, there was, but he's already dead. He did, but I'm wondering if Trent actually thought he killed her. Yeah, that'd be morbid. Radio doesn't work without the power on, buddy. Why am I calling him buddy? I don't even like this character. Of course, he has such a girl scream. Yeah, it figures. Trent runs off one direction while these two run off in another direction. Yep, and there's the boat. I will say, I would have preferred, like, if we were going to be stuck with the character Trent, I would have preferred he died a lot earlier in the film. You know, I will say, though, his upcoming death shortly is actually pretty good. You're gonna wish you hadn't. You're gonna wish you found that gun. You shouldn't have dropped. You're gonna wish you hadn't left it in the water. And of course, he actually finds help, but he's a little too slow to actually take it. I'm sorry, you can tell it's probably not Jason. You should have ran into his truck by now. Sayonara. Well, say, at least Trent's kill is good. He's like, forget this. Damn. And then he bails him on the truck. Yeah, I gotta say, how is this tow truck driver gonna explain that? Imagine going into town with that guy stuck to your truck. That would be one long story. Granted, he probably just stops somewhere and ditches the body. Poor Chelsea. And of course, you go back to Crystal Lake. Yep, they find the Voorhees house. I will say, this is creepy. I mean, nothing's happening right now, but it is creepy. I gotta say, when the cops were checking Crystal Lake, they should have noticed those Christmas lights. Granted, though, I suspect those cops didn't do a great job. Oh, there's Whitney. Up, and now they hear something. Yeah, Whitney, start screaming, because this is your best chance out. Trapdoor. You know something ironic? I swear, Jason, like, he spends a lot of time in the mine and less time in the woods to an extent. Now, maybe about the same. I'm not sure. You know, I make the argument that Harry Warden in the My Bloody Valentine remake spends more time in the woods than he does in the mine. Actually, though, that's probably more true. Yeah, that'd be creepy being down there for sure. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think they actually had to build this. I don't think they used a real mine. Yeah, this is the point in the movie where you realize that Whitney's actually supposed to be the main character. But like I said, the movie tricks us because we think Jen's the main character. Yeah, hurry up, man. Uh-oh. Here comes Jason. Yeah, time to move it. And let the chase begin. Of course, Jason's taking his time until he realizes that Whitney's gone. Now it's time for a jog. Yeah, cornered. Not good. I will say, this was surprising. I did not think this character was gonna die. And a lot of people would argue she shouldn't have. Like, honestly, I think all three could have lived. Or maybe, honestly, I might have killed off Clay. Like, why not have the two girls live and fight off Jason? But granted, I see what they were going for. They're going for the brother-sister team-up. But, you know, I would argue the way she's killed, I don't know if it's necessarily, maybe you could survive that wound. Like, we don't know for sure. Because I remember when they were talking about the sequel, there were rumors that she might actually come back, so it was just like, does she survive it somehow? You're not sure. At the same time, though, I wouldn't have killed her character off. Maybe I would have let all three of them live. I don't know. Granted, though, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of a Friday the 13th film. Oh, yeah, Part 5. You know, I don't want to count Part 5. Forget that. I don't know if there's ever been another okay, I guess technically Jason X had 3 people live because he had he had 2 characters and because he had 2 humans and an android. Yeah, I gotta say, Jason must know some shortcuts. Talk about random, though. A random abandoned school bus. This is a tense scene. Nice one, Whitney. Yeah, this is a struggle. Come on, Whitney, hit him again. Yeah, surprisingly, Jason didn't kill him. Yeah, you better hurry, because Jason's coming. Of course, now we're back at the barn. Yeah, hiding would be a good move. Ironically, guys, it's actually raining outside right now. And it's raining in the movie. You know, I think every Friday the 13th film it rained for at least a little bit. Wait. No, I don't think it rained in part 3. I know it got windy, but no, I don't think there was ever any rain. That was the only time there was no rain in the series, I think. Part 4 had rain, Part 5 had rain, Part 6 had rain. No, Part 7 didn't. Oh, there's Jason. See, you don't stand next to a window. Nice one, Clay. Part 8 had rain. Part 9, I don't think had rain. And neither did Jason X. Though Freddy vs. Jason had rain. Oh, time for a fight. Ouch. Look out! Nice dodge. Yeah, Clay, unfortunately, you're really no match for him. Yeah, part of me wondered if this character was actually going to die in the wood chipper. I mean, I pretty much knew it wasn't going to happen, but it would have been a good kill. Now, another thing I see from the locket, I think they were trying to do something similar to part 2, where Jenny puts on Jason's mother's sweater and pretends to be his mother. It's not a bad scene right here, though. I do like it. And of course, Clay grabs a small trap. And yeah! And of course he tries to hang him in a second. Yep, when he tosses the chain into the wood chipper and sends Jason hanging. Then of course the wood breaks right there. And Jason's like, "You're gonna pay for that." Yep, now the wood chipper's pulling him back. This is actually a good scene. That's right, the original ending, apparently Jason's neck was supposed to break, but they decided to change it to, well, I'll wait a second until they actually do it. Yeah, right here's Jason's fighting to stay alive. It's like, you're not getting me. Yeah, Jason's neck is supposed to break right here in the wood chipper, but I guess they decided to have Whitney stab him. Yeah, people hate this line, "Say hi to mommy in hell," but I don't know, it's a pretty good scene, actually. You're just like, is Jason dead? You're not sure. This is a pretty good ending, though. Alright, got the next morning. Now they're showing the aftermath, and these are some good shots. What I probably would have done with the ending is, I would have shown all these shots, and what I would have done is I would have had like Clay and Whitney maybe driving off, but then I would have shown an extra shot of the barn, which would have shown Jason was gone. I think that would have been a better ending. But instead, we're going to get the atypical ending in a minute. I do like all these shots, like just showing all the locations around Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, this just doesn't make sense. I mean, yes, they wrapped up Jason in chains, but why would they toss him in the water? It's like, I would have left him right in the wood chipper. It's like, I would have got on a friggin' motorcycle and hightailed it out of there. It's like, for all you know, he could still be alive. It's like, I don't know. Granted, though, I do like the shot here of the mask going towards the bottom of the lake. And of course, Whitney tosses in the locket. I mean, these are good shots. Yeah, one thing I wish you heard, if you could hear the ch. You don't hear that too much in the film. Then of course, here it comes, here it comes. Wait for it. And surprise! Jason comes bursting through the dock. You know, it's like, I think we all saw this ending coming. I would have done something a little different. Alright, so that was the remake of Friday the 13th. What do I think of the film? Well, I'm going to say this up front. I think it's really good, and I think it's the best of the horror remakes, but that being said, there are issues with the film. First, I know this is obvious, but the remake is basically a hybrid of the original 4 Friday the 13th films. You have plots that are obviously taken from the first 4 films, like Clay looking for his sister, Whitney, but in the original story, the character Rob was trying to hunt down Jason and take revenge for him killing his sister in part 2. And there's other similar plot lines throughout the film, but they have at least been changed around enough to try and make it look like a new film. But it's obvious this film is just a hybrid. But that being said, I think the film overall works. But because the writers, who also, by the way, wrote Freddy vs. Jason, which I mentioned earlier, tried to take the best elements of the first 4 films and combine them all into one film, they ended up making the film overcomplicated. And while I still think they did a good job keeping a good pace, but it didn't allow for enough character development for most of the characters. Some people have mentioned that they found the film to be too dark, and they said it was hard to see what was going on at night. Okay, I think for the most part this is a minor issue because I could see the film fine, but I admit that in some scenes the lighting could have been a bit brighter, but this is a minor issue. The death scenes, okay, this is where I stand on them. I think they're good, but a lot of them seem like they're homage to the earlier films, even if the way the kills are done are a bit different. And frankly, I think overall the original Friday the 13th was gorier than the remake is, and this is bizarre. I think the kills are good, but they needed to be better. I do like the music in the film. I think it works well, but I really wish some of the music from the original would have been used in the remake. And I also noticed the infamous ch was barely used in the film, and this was a major mistake. I also noticed that almost no POV shots were used in the film, and I think this was another major mistake, because the POV shots used in the original film always added extra suspense and fright to the film, and when we actually saw Jason, it created more of an impact. Jason, I have to say, I really like the guy playing him. I think he does a really good job, and I think the smarter Jason in the film was interesting to see. New side of Jason. The characters, honestly, for the most part, while they might be funny, but you really don't care about most of them. And I honestly think I like the first group of kids at the beginning of the film better than the second batch of kids. The main character, Whitney, who is played by the very talented Amanda Rigetti, is an excellent lead, and her performance is solid, but I really wish she would have had more screen time. One other issue I need to bring up is the character Jenny. Most of the film, we are led to believe she will be the main heroine, and it seems like she fit the profile, but she is suddenly unceremoniously killed off. And even though the character Whitney would ultimately prove to be the true heroine, but I found killing the character Jenny off was a disappointment, and frankly, I would have preferred both Whitney and Jenny make it out alive, and maybe have Clay be the final victim. Though if they wanted to keep all 3 characters alive, I wouldn't be necessarily against the idea, and it would have been an interesting twist. In the end, the Friday the 13th remake is not perfect, and I do think it could be better, but that being said, I wouldn't have mind seeing a follow-up to this film. But I honestly don't think there really could have been any more sequels in the storyline beyond that, unless someone got really creative. I think this is a good remake, but because of the complicated plot, it holds the film back from being outstanding. But I do think it is the best of the horror remakes, and it's one of the better entries in the series, and one I recommend you guys check out. Alright, before I give my final score, I want to tell you guys what I think the story for the remake should have been. I think we should have got the flashback of Mrs. Voorhees' murderous rampage at Camp Crystal Lake, and her being killed. Then in the present, I think the story should have been Camp Crystal Lake reopening, and Jason starts killing the camp counselors, and I think this would have been a much better plot and would have allowed for the two groups of kids to be combined into one single large group, which would have allowed for a large victim pool for Jason and kept a far more consistent story and allowed for some good character development. I'm going to give the Friday the 13th remake a final score of 8.5 out of 10. Please tune in tomorrow for the final October Horror Fest of this year, where I will be reviewing the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street. I will talk to you guys later. This is the Entertainment Wizard, signing off.